Alexis has blue lips from our blue lemonade drink last night. But look what I just found. And they're meant to be minty, but they're not mint leaves. What did you call them, Alexis? You really don't want to sit there for too long. This is why I got a dual zone fridge freezer. It's a pretty nice spot here. Caravan running a generator this morning, but it's surprisingly not super loud. Oof, I'm just tripping over sticks. It is a bit cool, or maybe 11 degrees, if I recall what it was when I checked it last. My my gauge for what is a bit cool and what is really cold now has changed a lot since we left northern New South Wales. It's hilarious. 11 degrees 2 weeks ago, or 2 and a bit maybe, would have been way too cold. But now it's just like, oh, it's not so bad, just need a beanie, that's all. Anyway, heading off to the Lee. And then we'll probably head into town, into Portland, do some laundry and go for the tram ride thing. That'll be cool fun. We're trying to show you the condensation on the window, well, what's left of it. I almost didn't bring this squeegee because I thought, nah, it'll be fine. But I am super glad I did, because now the front windscreen is completely clear. If I want to, I can even do the windows. You know the floor's getting dirty when even the almost 10-year-old notices it. What did you say about it a moment ago?
Oh my god, the floor.
And then?
It looks like powdered poo.
Yes, it sort of does. It's very muddy and dirty out here, and we desperately need to get on this step some sort of mat, don't we? What you doing? This is cool. Seat-shaped rock. There's a few dry bits now. It was really wet last night, so she couldn't sit on it. How's that? You look stoked. Is it a bit cold?
Yeah, it's a bit, because I kind of just went out here without preparing for
That's true.
This.
Show us your blue lips. Go like this. That's it. Alexis has blue lips from our blue lemonade drink last night.
Grandpapa had a metal plate from his time served in the war. He used to pick up radio waves that he said were from the future. As little children we would gather round, to us he was a giant. But when it came to taking medicine, the man was non-compliant. He'd tell me, wait, what would you say?
At the laundromat. And not a surprise. There's 2 single socks out here that have been left behind. Oh, and a heap more. Well, that's just a mask. Another sock. Might actually be a pair. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, one more sock. But look what I just found. That's so cute. And there's another little access card. Mr. Bean on it. Machines here, which is so good, but they're more expensive. And they're bigger machines. I don't need a big one, and it was cheaper, so thankfully I got change. Anyway, it takes $1 and $2 coins. I've just given this $6. Should be around about enough, and I might just need another 8 minutes after that or something. We'll see. $1 for 8 minutes. The other one is $6 for 30 minutes. So this works out a bit cheaper. I put in 3 $2 coins, thinking that was like 3 $1 coins. Oh, this is gonna go for way longer than I need now. Talk about ripping myself off. Yay, me and maths. While we're waiting for laundry, we're having breakfast. I'm having very crunchy clusters with yogurt for mine. And Alexis is having wheat bix with sultanas and milk. I have some of the stuff hung up. The things that won't go in the dryer. Alexis's fuzzy pajama pants included. And my Mark Faber cloths. And Alexis is helping with the dishes. This is the tram at the back. There's a closed one and they've got quilts for when people are cold. All handmade. So cool. So we get our tickets. And they even have stamps punched in them.
Take us fishing at the local dam. We would bike down from his house, telling stories of a captain he knew from his travels to the past. The cannonballs and muskets and the weapons they used were anything but modern. So Grandpa brought grenades and proximity mines. Together they ran the ocean. He'd tell us, wait, what would you say if I could build a little vessel that could take us to another time and place? What would you say if the burning of the engines could be powered by the smile on your face? What would you say? Would you follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me round the way? He'd laugh and say, but I'm too tired for that one today. One day we went to visit, and Grandpa wasn't there, but I knew we kept the plans for the rocket ship underneath this lucky chair. Gonna spend every day and night.
So we just went on the tram and that was heaps of fun. What'd you think of it? I think that's the that was fun dance. It was so fun. We sat on the side on the trip out, and then it stops for a few minutes and you look out over the bay. And then we sat at the front, which was potentially a mistake because it was freezing. But it was still pretty fun. And then it started to rain, so we started getting rained on. It was still fun though. So when we were in Mount Gambier the other day, yesterday, might have been yesterday. Anyway, we went to Spotlight because I needed to get some elastic for Alexis's pants. And they have vegan mint leaves there. They're just accidentally vegan. And they're meant to be minty, but they're not mint leaves. What did you call them, Alexis?
Disappointment leaves.
They are disappointment leaves because they're not minty at all. Occasionally you get one that's vaguely minty, but they really are disappointment leaves. I mean, you know, still gonna So there's a couple of long drop toilets here. We just used them. It's pretty tidy. There's a brush there for people to scrub out the loo, which of course they didn't, but anyway. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Rotorloo composting system. And this airflow they're talking about. Maybe it's warm down there, but it is not warm when you were feeling that breeze on your nether regions while you're sitting there. You really don't want to sit there for too long because that was cold. We just came from the loo I showed you. That track up there is where we're about to head back up because that's where the camping area is. And I drove down here just to sort of figure out where the toilets were. And it's quite the walk actually. Well, it'll probably be okay in summer, but yeah, there's a breeze. You might be able to hear it in the camera. And it's cool. It's very, very cool. But what a gorgeous spot.
Cool in the temperature way, by the way.
Well, it's kind of cool in the other way as well, right? Oh, put your hat back on, Alexis. So yes, this is the track we came down to find the loo. And this grassed area is where we get to camp. And it's quite nice. Just locked up the door and was about to walk around to the other side. Lucky I was paying attention. Clean up after your dogs. Gross. Alexis is enjoying this view out here. Well, also been making funny faces. Check it out. Look at it reflected in the window, and look how beautiful that is. So pretty. And I think this van might be packing up to leave soon. Engine's running. So gorgeous. So on the way out of Portland, we went to a place called Portland Strawberries, and they have a vegan ice cream. It's vegan strawberry ice cream. There's no fancy label on here unless it's on the top. Oh, there we go. Well, not fancy exactly, but Portland Strawberries, vegan strawberry ice cream. And yes, we are sharing opposite sides because Alexis is still a bit sick. I think if I was going to catch her cold, I would have caught it by now, but we're still not risking it because there was lots of coughing and stuff. So it's based on cashews. Oh, look at that. Strawberries, raw cashews, and maple syrup. That's it. How good is that? And it is really delicious. It's super tasty. See, this is why I got a dual zone fridge freezer. So this is our reward for doing the hard job of flipping the mattress that we just did, because we've been sleeping on it for 2 weeks just on the one direction, and it was quite the effort to flip it. Eventually I would like to get some special stuff that goes under it so that it can provide airflow and we don't have to keep flipping the mattress, because that was a massive effort. I had to take off all the bedding and all the things that we've been storing beside the bed, and anyway, we figured ice cream was good after this because we got really hot doing that, and my toes were still cold from being outside, and the rest of me wasn't cold, but I didn't really want to eat ice cream when I was a little bit cold. So now that we got really hot flipping the mattress over and remaking the bed and everything, ice cream is perfect. So I'm just having noodles and veggies tonight. Got some broccoli in there, some carrot and some tofu. Ordinarily I would discard the cooking water because partly because Alexis doesn't like the broth, but you know, I mean, sometimes I like the broth, sometimes I don't like the broth. But because we're in a spot, get off there. Because we're in a spot where you need to be self-contained, there's nowhere for me to tip the water that I cooked it in. I could just find a container and tip it in there and then keep it until we're somewhere where I can dump the water. But it makes just more sense if we cook it with as little water as possible and then just have the broth as part of the meal. So tonight will be noodles and veggies with broth. And, you know, that way we're not leaving any trace at all, really, because we are drinking the cooking water. So there's sort of ways to get around it. I was actually a bit mystified at first because I was thinking, oh, what am I going to do with the water? And then I went, well, hang on, we have veggies and noodles with broth sometimes. And I suggested to Alexis, you know, I said, would you be okay with that? And she said, sure, I'll try a little bit. And I said, you know, well, I did my best to see how much cooking water is left in there. Do you want to get closer so you can see it? Hardly any cooking water at all. I stirred the noodles while it was cooking to make sure they all got exposed to the water and the hot water as it was boiling. And that meant, I'm just trying to make sure we have even veggies, that, yeah, there's not heaps of cooking water left at all. And dinner is done. So I had hardly any cooking water at all. See, there's hardly any broth at all. So I just gave myself all of that broth since Alexis doesn't usually like broth. She wanted to try some, but it's not going to happen this time. So yeah, yay, solved the problem of figuring out where to put the cooking water. And because when you cook with your pocket knife to cut veggies, you always wash it and then dry it on your jeans. Because that's what jeans are for, right? Totally sanitary. I do tend to make sure this is clean before I use it to chop veggies, just in case you're wondering.